Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Let's move on with the second therapy area, arthritis. And the panel includes Mr. Animesh Pal, Ms. Sharaban Toura, and Ms. Tanya Idris. First, we have Mr. Animesh Pal, Assistant Vice President, Sales and Marketing by Rubika, a pharmaceutical business professional with 21 years of experience in sales and marketing in various specialty areas in the Indian market and Asian markets. He has been successfully launched global brands in India and has been long professional relationship with KOLs in the field of neurology, psychiatry, orthopedics, rheumatology, and gastroenterology fields. Next, we have Ms. Tanya Idris, Marketing and Sales Manager at Sandoz Division, Novartis Bangladesh Limited, an experienced marketing and sales manager with a demonstrated history of working in the pharma industry. She is skilled in negotiation, communication, team management, market planning, market analysis, and market research. Finally, we have Ms. Sharaban Tohra, Senior Assistant Manager, Renata Limited. She started her career with Sanofi Bangladesh Limited as Medical Information Associate. She later moved to Unimed and Unimed Pharmaceuticals as a product officer in the Bioderma unit. Over time, she became more passionate about her career and life goals and became senior product officer in 2017 and a product manager in 2020. Thank you, panelists, for your presence over here. We are eagerly waiting for your insights. And for that, may we have the first patient video for arthritis?
আমরা এখন এই আর্থ্রাইটিস রোগীকে যিনি পরিচর্যা করেন আমরা একটু তার সাথে কথা বলবো। তিনি কি কি ধরনের সমস্যা এবং তার মানসিক কি কি ধরনের সমস্যা হয় সেটা একটু তার কাছ থেকে জেনে নেব। আপনার নামটা একটু বলবেন প্লিজ।
আমার নাম সোনালী বালা।
এই রোগী আপনার কি হন?
আমার শাশুড়ি।
আচ্ছা, ইনি কি কি ধরনের শারীরিক সমস্যা ভোগ করেন যেটা আপনি দেখে থাকেন?
ওনার পায়ে প্রচণ্ড ব্যথা, জ্বালা যন্ত্রণা আছে, মানে অনেকটা জ্বালা পোড়া আর কি। আর পাটা ঠিক করে ফেলতে পারে না, একা হাঁটতে পারে না, নামতে পারে না, মানে ওই পাটা পুরো উঁচাই করতে পারে না সে। যখন বাথরুমে নিয়ে যেতে হয়, যখন প্রচণ্ড ব্যথা থাকে, ওষুধ খাইলে একটু ব্যথা কমে, আবার যা তাই হয়।
আর উনি মানসিক কি কি সমস্যা যেটা দেখে আপনার খুব খারাপ লাগে?
দেখা গেছে যে আমরা ওই রুমে কেউ কথা বলতেছি, সে যে হেঁটে যাবে সেটা যেতে পারে না, তখন তার কাছে কষ্ট লাগে যে সবাই এক জায়গায় আছে, আমি যেতে পারি না। বা আমরা কোথাও বেড়াতে যাব, তাকে সঙ্গে নিয়ে যেতে পারি না, তখন আমাদের নিজের কাছেও খারাপ লাগে যে ওনাকে নিতে পারলাম না। হয়তো উনিও মনে মনে খারাপ, ওনারও খারাপ লাগে যে আমি যেতে পারছি না। আসলে উনি নিজে যদি চলতে পারে এটা ওনার জন্য ভালো হয়, আমাদের জন্য অনেক সুবিধা হয়। হ্যাঁ, আমরা বাইরে গেলে ওনার জন্য ভয় লাগে যে একা নামতে পারবে না, হয়তো পড়ে যাবে না, কি হবে, এটা নিয়ে আমরা খুব ভয়ে থাকি।
আপনার কি চান, কি ধরনের চাওয়া উনি কি মানে কি?
এখন আমরা চাই যে উনি নিজের কাজটা যাতে নিজে করে বেড়াতে পারে, হাঁটে চলে বেড়াতে পারে, যাতে সামনে আমরা কোথাও গেলে তাকে নিয়ে যেতে পারি, বা উনি চলাফেরা করতে পারে, বাথরুমে যেতে পারে। মেন সমস্যা তো ওনাকে বাথরুমে নিয়ে যাওয়া, এটা উনি যদি নিজে নিজে করতে পারে, এটাই।
এখন আমরা সেই আর্থ্রাইটিক রোগীর সাথে কথা বলতে যাচ্ছি। আচ্ছা, আপনার নাম কি? নামটা একটু বলবেন।
আমার নাম হলো সিদ্ধি রানী।
আপনি কতদিন ধরে এই রোগে ভুগছেন?
5 বছর।
আপনার শারীরিক কি কি ধরনের সমস্যা হয়?
শারীরিক ব্যথা, জ্বালা, আমি নিজে চলতে পারি না, পায়খানা পেচ্ছাপ করতে পারি না, বসিয়ে জিভা দিয়ে কিছু খেতে পারি না, এক গালা জল একটা বড় খেতে পারি না, ব্যথা যখন বাড়ে।
আপনি এই শারীরিক সমস্যার পাশাপাশি আপনি কি কি মানসিক সমস্যা, মানে আপনার এই রোগের কারণে কষ্ট কি কি?
কষ্ট, আমি মাসের ভিতরে যেতে পারি না, চলে পেচ্ছাপ পায়খানায় যাবো যেতে পারি না, আমি একটু হাঁটা চলা করতে পারি না, ওই জায়গায় থাকতে ওই জায়গায় ওই ধরে ঠেরে নিয়ে গেলে যেতে পারবো, তাছাড়া পারবো না। পায়ে অত্যন্ত ব্যথা, পা ওঠে না, পাও নড়াতে না।
আপনার কাছে কি মনে হয় এখন আপনি কি কি প্রতিকার চান, মানে কি ধরনের জীবন আপনি ফিরে পেতে চান?
আমি যাতে একটু চলিয়ে ফিরে যেমনই থাক, একটু চলিয়ে ফিরে নিজের কাজটা নিজেকে যদি করে খেতে পারি তাই আমার যথেষ্ট।
মানে আপনি চাচ্ছেন যে আপনি এখন শুধু একটু নিজে নিজে যদি হেঁটে চলে বেড়াইতে পারেন তাহলে আপনার বাকি জীবনটা ভালো যেত, তাই তো? আপনার আর কি কি সমস্যা হয় একটু বলবেন?
আমি পায়খানা পেচ্ছাপ করতে পারি না, হামর দিয়ে দাঁড়া পড়িয়ে বসতে পারি নে, পা ভাঙে না, পার মধ্যে অত্যন্ত জ্বালা যন্ত্রণা জিয়েল মতন মতন কেতায়, আর পা উঠাইয়া যায় একটু বাড়াইয়া এক পা আমি হাঁটতে পারি নে। আর দেহের মধ্যে আউলে বিন্দে ও মাথার মধ্যে ভালো লাগে না, দেহের মধ্যে ভালো লাগে না, খুব অশান্তি করতে হয়।
Well, here the video, to sum up the video, we see that the video provides insights into the psychological impact of the arthritis on both patients as well as caregiver, and how resolving the patient's symptoms can improve her quality of life. So with that, we can move ahead with the second video.
Can you describe your feeling when you get up in the morning?
আচ্ছা, সকালে উঠলে হাতে পায়ে মানে মনে হচ্ছে জয়েন্ট নাড়াতে পারতেছে না, হাত পা নাড়াতে পারতেছে না, এরকম মনে হয় নাকি? Yes, she feels that she has stiffness in the morning.
So what are the other kinds of difficulties you encounter in the morning?
আচ্ছা, সকালবেলা উঠে আপনার আর কি কি সমস্যা বোধ হয়?
আমার সমস্যা যে পায়ে ব্যথা, হাতে হাতে ব্যথা, তারপরে যে মানে জয়েন্টে পুরোটাই।
Well, in the morning she feels pain in joints, and mostly in the joint in hand, wrist joints, and in ankle joints.
It is likely that when your friends go to park or garden for a morning walk and you are at home all alone and unable to join them. Can you please share your feelings during those moments?
আচ্ছা, যখন আপনি অন্য মানুষজনকে দেখেন যে হাঁটতে বের হচ্ছে, ঘুরতে বের হচ্ছে, বেড়াতে বের হয়েছে, অনেক মানে হাঁটাহাঁটি করতেছে, পার্কে ঘুরতেছে, কিন্তু আপনি তাদের সাথে মানে হাঁটতে যেতে পারতেছেন না, ঘুরতে যেতে পারতেছেন না ব্যথার জন্য, তখন আপনার কেমন লাগে?
তখন ওই যে ব্যথা লাগে বলতে,
না, ব্যথার জন্য তো আপনি যেতে পারতেছেন না, কিন্তু আপনার মানসিক অবস্থা কেমন হয়, তখন কেমন লাগে?
তখন বেশি খারাপ লাগে।
কেন খারাপ লাগে না?
মানুষের সাথে হাঁটতে পারি না, এইটাই খারাপ লাগে। এই আর
এছাড়া অন্য কিছু খারাপ লাগে না?
আর এই যে শিরাটা সবসময় জ্বালা করে।
আচ্ছা, she's saying that actually she took it as the reality of her life, and that she will be able to join her friends in park because if she walks more, or if she walks a longer distance, it will cause her more pain. So she took it as her harsh reality. But yeah, sometimes she feels upset. That's it.
Then family members make a lot of sacrifices. They may not go on a picnic or a holiday or a vacation because they have to be with you or they don't want to leave you alone. What are the emotions at that point in life?
আর যখন আপনার বাসার লোকজন সবাই ঘুরতে যায়, বেড়াতে যায়, তখন তো আপনাকে নিতে পারে না, আপনি ব্যথার জন্য বাসায় থাকতে হয়, তখন ওদের কেমন লাগে?
ওদের খারাপ লাগে, আমার নিতে পারি না, যাইতে পারি না।
Of course, her family members are also very upset because they cannot take her with them in a vacation, in a festival, where they can celebrate it in a park. They are upset, but they have to accept it.
Some of the medicines prescribed by doctors often cause side effects like pain in the stomach, acidity, and so on. Can you share some of the experiences, like you have experienced some of those?
আপনার এই ওষুধ খাওয়ার পর অনেক সময় হচ্ছে আপনার পেটে ব্যথা বা হচ্ছে মানে পেট খারাপ এরকম টাইপের সমস্যা হয়। আপনার কি এরকম কোনো সমস্যা হয়েছিল? না actually
সমস্যা হয়েছে কি আমার এই বেশি কঠিন পেট খারাপ হচ্ছে রাতে কিনে
okay. Actually, she didn't face any problem like gastric acidity or stomach upset, but yes, she did face some problem like constipation.
Can you share about how pharma companies are of help to patients or caregivers?
Well, actually, I'm from a pharmaceutical company and I've been working in this sector for more than 14 years. So pharma companies are really trying hard to um, get good solution for these patients. Ibandronic acid, zoledronic acid, glucosamine, all are available in our country. But the thing is, price of some medicines are high. Pharma companies are trying to reduce the prices so that patient can have it when they are in pain. The medicine for pain is not that much expensive because the pain reliever is aceclofenac, diclofenac, and the price of aceclofenac, diclofenac is not high. Any patient can afford it. Even any patient in village who has low wage, they can also afford it. And these medicines are supplied in government hospital for free. So pharma companies are supplying those medicine to government hospitals for free for the patient, so that patient doesn't need to suffer from chronic pain, but for longer period. For complete solution, they need some medicines. The medicines are still very expensive, but hopefully there will be a way to make these medicines more economic to the patients. That is the problem. But pharma companies are doing very well, and they are trying their best to do whatever the best is for the patients.
How do you find support and understanding from others when it comes to your arthritis?
যখন আপনি মানে আপনার আর্থ্রাইটিসের জন্য, এই যে ব্যথার জন্য, অন্যরা আপনাকে কিরকম ভাবে সাপোর্ট করে? ধরেন হচ্ছে আপনার ফ্যামিলি মেম্বার বা মানে আপনার মেয়ে, ছেলে, বা হচ্ছে আপনি যাদের বাসায় কাজ করেন, হ্যাঁ, তারা কেমনে সাপোর্ট করে? কারণ সবসময় তো ওই যে হাত পা ব্যথা নিয়ে কাজ করা যায় না।
ভালো তো
কি সাপোর্ট করে বলেন?
খুব ভালো শ্বশুর
বলেন যে হচ্ছে মানে যেখানে আপনি চাকরি করেন সেখানে কি কি সাপোর্ট আপনি পাচ্ছেন?
যেখানে চাকরি করি সেখানে খুব ভালো সাপোর্ট পাচ্ছি চিকিৎসা সব
আপনি ওই যে মাঝে মধ্যে যে কাজ করতে পারতেছেন না, ওই সময়
ওই সময় ভালো কাজ না করতে পারলেও সাপোর্ট ভালো, অসুবিধা নেই।
She's saying that her family members and the places where she works, all are very supportive to her. Actually, she is fortunate in this case, I must say, because not all of them would say they are fortunate enough to get leave from their workplaces, or their family members are not irritated by their pain. Not all of them are so fortunate to say that, but she is saying that all of her family members, and as she is a working lady, her employers also support her with medicine, with leave, etc.
Anything like most challenging aspect of living with arthritis and managing the pain associated with that?
এই ব্যথার জন্য আপনি আর কি কোনো সমস্যা বোধ করতেছেন? ডেইলি লাইফে আপনার কোন কি কি সমস্যা হচ্ছে?
আমার সমস্যা এই যে
ওইটা কথা জিজ্ঞেস করছে না, বলতেছে ব্যথার জন্য কি কি সমস্যা হচ্ছে? হ্যাঁ, হ্যাঁ।
ব্যথার জন্য অনেক পুরো শরীরটাই অনেক ব্যথা।
এটার জন্য আপনার ঘুমের কোনো সমস্যা হচ্ছে, বা আপনার চলাফেরায় কাজ করায় কোনো সমস্যা হচ্ছে?
আর ব্যথা থাকলে তো কাজ করে চলাফেরার সমস্যা অবশ্যই।
কিন্তু এখনো পর্যন্ত আপনি পুরো কাজটা করতে পারতেছেন, ঠিক না? Yes, of course. For this pain, she suffer as she is suffering from pain. So it is hampering her uh, daily life. That's for sure. But she is managing it somehow. Well, she was under medication. Currently, she is not taking any medicine because she is not feeling severe pain. But yes, when it is severe pain, it hampers her life, it hampers her work, but she is managing it. Somehow she is managing it.
Uh, Here we got the insights from the two videos there. We can continue the conversation, and as we are running short of time and we have one more therapy area to cover, let us proceed with the panel questions. Animesh, sir, after these two interviews we had with patients, can you share that along with the doctors, whether the patients and caregivers at home should be considered customers of Bangladesh and Indian pharma industries?
Okay, thank you so much. World Pharma Brand Managers on the World Pharma Brand Managers Day to conduct such program, to especially to Hatangri sir, and I think Bhupatida is also here. And I think today now at the end of the fag end of the day, 69 members are there, still online. So at least some people are there to have to listen and to discuss and to get benefited out of it. The most first important thing, we talk about patient-centric approach. Now, in this patient-centric approach, we have to listen to the patients, that is for sure. And we have to listen to the large number of patients, not one patient or two patients, because then only we'll have an insight, true insight, okay, as a pharma marketeer or pharmaceutical industry senior person who looks after marketing and sales both. And to meet patients and caregivers, we need large number of patients. The question is now, who will give you the patient and caregiver? Now, because of the regulatory issue, a lot of issues are there, but you can't directly go and approach to the patients and caregiver directly as consumer care. In consumer care, you can go and stand in front of a shop and you can ask 100 questions, you can take a database, but you can't do the same thing in the pharma industry. So you have to see what globally has been happening. Arthritis is a chronic disease. At the same time, there are a lot of chronic diseases like epilepsy. There are chronic diseases like Alzheimer's, dementia. So all these are there where the global players have created their own forums. Now they are getting the patients. From where they're getting the patients? Now, here one important thing that we have to understand, there's one very simple thing that is common between you and doctor, is basically patient adherence. Patient adherence to the therapy. Because this is a lifetime disease. One patient is on arthritis, he is on hydroxychloroquine or methotrexate or sulfasalazine or lufenamide. He is there for throughout the life. So there is no other way out. Okay. So patient adherence is a key. Patient adherence to the therapy, patient adherence to the doctor, or patient adherence. Now, finally, patient adherence to the brand. Now, unlike European country, where the patient is adherence to the therapy means they will continue the same brand. But in Asian subcontinent, it's not true. Patient may be on hydroxychloroquine, but there are 15 brands of hydroxychloroquine available. So 1 month he's on one brand, another next month he's on another brand. So the for same doctor, same patient on multiple hydroxychloroquine. So what brand managers will do? So 1 month he will get a business, second month other one is going to get a business. So it is very important that we have a integrated collaboration between doctor, pharma, and patient. Now, and that is where this caregiver forum comes into the picture. Now, caregiver forum has to be created by the marketeer with the help of the doctor. Now, why doctor will be involved in that? Because there is one common thing between doctor and the pharma company. Doctor wants to retain the patient. Doctor wants to spread his what do you call about goodwill. He always wants the patients to spread the goodwill that this doctor is better. This word of mouth and doctors' awareness, doctors' popularity. Pharma company plays a very important role, and doctors are also aware of that. So there has to be a very strong bondage between pharma and doctor in a win-win situation, where with the help of a doctor, pharma company can create a caregiver forum. The more you create a caregiver forum at multiple location, multiple destination, multiple point in time, it's a homogeneous group. A caregiver forum of arthritis means the only a patient and his caregiver of arthritis. Many times patient don't come. It is only the caregiver come. But there is a forum. And that forum, if it's properly driven by pharma company, like for example, epilepsy caregiver worldwide forum is driven by UCB. Alzheimer forum is driven by ISAI. So they have got global forums. Every country, every city, they have got Alzheimer committee where the patients are coming. Similarly, arthritis also, Novartis has got its own arthritis forum. So what I'm trying to say is that companies should start having the integration between doctors to get that forum created. Engage the caregivers. Give caregivers a lot of knowledge. Knowledge means it can be a scientific knowledge, it can be emotional knowledge. Give caregiver a lot of support. Support can be a psychological support, physiotherapy support, it can be various technical support, which otherwise patient has to pay for it. Now, if a patient is getting a free psychological support, then patient will be more than happy. If a patient is getting a few consultancy or the physiotherapy support, he'll be more than happy. So those kind of support, if a forum is offered to the patient, this patient forum will maintain and they will continue for long. And that will ensure the compliance, treatment compliance for the patient, pharma company business compliance, doctor's reputation, and patient happiness, which is basically that global happiness index. So this will help both pharma and doctor as well as patient to adhere to manage the chronic care effectively. Otherwise, it is not a one-sided game. And secondly, there has to be some incentive for the patient. Incentive does not mean money. There are a lot of things which is additional aid which is required for the arthritis patient. A very simple aid. I give you an example. Arthritis patient can't hold a spoon. So there is a spoon holder which is available, very economical. The spoon holder can be given to the patient, which will help the patient to hold the spoon, because without spoon they can't eat. Because they are arthritis, they can't hold the spoon. Those patients can't hold the tab, they can't open the tab. So here there is a tab holder which is given to the patient, a plastic tab holder, very economical, which is being given to the, can be given to the patient. These are small incentive which can be given to the patient caregiver to give it to the patient so that the patient live a better quality of life with this type of aids. So a marketer has to innovate a lot of inputs which is basically designed for the patient rather than to the doctor's tabletop. We only develop tabletops which is there on doctor table or is attendant table. So here in chronic care, we will develop a lot of things which can be passed on to the patient. And if your products does not have your branding, doctor can keep his own branding. So patients start believing that doctor is giving me this free. So doctor-patient relationship will improve, your prescription will improve, patient compliance improve. So it's a win-win situation for the industry also for the doctor. This is what is my take, and this is not new thing. It has been happening globally. In India also we did. We opened 65 memory clinics in India with the help of a psychotherapist, with the help of a doctor only neurologist and psychiatrist. And those memory clinics are happily running now today. So those kind of things, Novartis has got so many arthritis clinic. They're happily running today. So in Bangladesh also, pharma industry is matured enough now. Now they have to get into this forum. If they can successfully do it, it is not expensive. It only requires a very concrete planning and execution. So if you do that, I hope that it will be much beneficial for everybody. Thank you so much. If you have any question, you can ask me.
Very valid point. 3 years.
Yes,
If you have
and
any
you
question,
really
you can
had,
ask.
yes, you had really put a very nice thought of the connection between the three. There's another question, Ms. Sharman, for you. Can you please tell us how important is to identify patient journeys and how can pharma companies or marketeers play a key role in better outcomes for doctors and patients?
Thank you so much to the organizer, Vivek sir, and all other learned speakers and the panelists here. Thank you so much for the session. Basically, whenever I was just going through the videos that with the chronic diseases, especially the arthritis, what came in mind that here are the patients. There is a direct patient and there is indirect patient. So direct patient, the people who are having the disease, actually, they are having some problems. They are having the physical issues, the psychological issues, and the person who is giving care to them, he or she has also the problems. What is the problems? Problem is psychological more, because he needs to assist all the time. So he is becoming engaged with the disease patient. So from pharma side, we can say that it is high time basically for the patient to build a forum, basically what already Animesh sir said, that we can develop a patient forum for especially for the patient caregivers, where they can be educated, there can be counseled how to handle the patients when they have these kind of issues coming through. So it will be helpful to ease the sufferings with the proper adherence with the medications, especially when because chronic disease needs to get the medication throughout the life. So it is also very important to counsel rotationally with the patients and also with the caregivers, and it can be accumulated within a proper platform that can be done only by a patient forum or the patient caregivers forum. And what Animesh sir said, that was so impressive, that no need to give the tabletops for the doctors only. Do something very, very affordable, very innovative for the patient caregiver, so that brand can be there as well as there. So patient will be benefited, and pharma company can also be penetrating this kind of patient pool. So it is also very important to build the image as the as a part of as a part of the customer care management. So it is I feel as a marketeer, I feel that it can be applied and adopted.
Thank you so much. As you have both have wonderfully put the patient's needs and the need where pharma has to work on. Just a last question from my side to Ms. Tanya. Can you please tell us how such real patient interviews can help a pharma brand manager in crafting a differentiation strategy and distinguish it from tens and hundreds of brands of a particular molecule?
Thank you, Saria. And thanks to the learned audience and also Vivek sir for giving me this opportunity. So just to complement both of the learned panels, we can actually differentiate brand if we know how the patient thinks. So there is a saying which goes like, even if you think that you know the patient needs, think again. So you have to populate the patient journey. What Animesh was saying, I am from Novartis, Bangladesh, and there is also a patient forum for rheumatoid arthritis patient here, and patient caregiver forum. It is a accumulation or blend of both. And recently I attended one of their events where the patients actually shared their experience. So how can it help me as a brand manager? So let me show you a simple slide, just one slide for 3 minutes, if you give me permission. So that I can show you how I populated my patient journey. Is there enough time to show the slide? Just 3 minutes. I don't know if I have the permission to share it.
Please go ahead. Sure. Yeah, go ahead. You have the permission.
Okay, so just let me share my screen. I don't know how to share. Okay, got it. Yes. Okay, so as you can see, here is a patient journey slide. Before launching a product related to rheumatoid arthritis, we have formulated this slide. So here you can see the patient has to, in Bangladesh, the rheumatoid arthritis patient has to experience some joint pain, swelling or stiffness. First, they goes to rheumatologist, medicine GP, and ortho or physical medicine. After various kind of tests, when you are suspected of rheumatoid arthritis, initial treatment starts. As Animesh sir was saying that everything starts with methotrexate according to the guideline. So it is a permutation and combination of both. So as we were actually trying to introduce biologics in Bangladesh market, so what the thing is, we have actually identified the pain point of the patients, and we have seen that if early intervention with the biologics can be started from the beginning of the treatment, you can actually give the patients more ease. So early initiation of biologic treatment was one of our findings from this total patient journey. I'm not going through this much because we have very limited time, and especially awareness is a very good issue, which was actually identified through this questionnaire. So the thing is, what we knew that if you don't say about it, anyone will say that same thing. That means if as a pharma company, I am not saying this, then others will say it. So for differentiating your brand, you have to identify the need of the patient, also the need of the caregivers, and the main thing is both the ACTs and pharmaceutical companies should be facilitated by this whole process. So that's from my side. Hope everything is okay. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, panelists. Thank you.